I wanted to see firsthand what was happening. You look at the administration's explanation of the problem, and I couldn't make heads or tails of it. But, Neil, it was really interesting when I went down there because it took me, the full 3 days that I spent on the border to really appreciate what was happening. The first night, I went out at between 1 and 3 in the morning and watched these huge groups of people come across. And it's one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever seen. They all know exactly what's happening because they have studied this on social media. They're shown what will happen to them when they come across. Because of the open border policies, they're now being they're being called and summoned from all over the world. There's advertisements in these countries that it's easy to get in the United States. I actually think some of the things that Trump did, as much as I opposed them at that time, and I still oppose a wall all the way, I don't think we need a 2,200-mile wall. And the Border Patrol people that I talk to don't believe that either. But you do need surveillance on that, most of the border. We need a physical barrier in the places where there's a lot of population.
He was right about that. You're more in agreement with his approach than you are with President Biden's approach, it would seem.
I am on this particular issue. I understand there was such a huge reaction in the Democratic Party against anything that Donald Trump said. But I think it went really overboard here, and it got to the point of pettiness. Policies were being dictated not because they made sense, but because they were antithetical to what Donald Trump had said. And that is not a good way to make policy. And we're living kind of with that blowback.